Hello, friends! Imagine tonight, suddenly, all the news networks in the world announce a strange headline. From this moment on, all humans on Earth have become vegetarians. No one wants hamburgers anymore. No fried chicken, no steak, not even kebab. Fast food restaurants go silent. Skewers on the grill turn to ash. And maybe some cows happily say to each other, "At last, humans have come to their senses." But the main question is, if everyone in the world suddenly became vegetarian, what would happen to the Earth? Would our planet be saved? Or would we enter one of the strangest crises in human history? Today, we are going to explore this using science, statistics, and a bit of humor. What would happen if everyone in the world became vegetarian overnight? First of all, the environment would probably celebrate. Industrial livestock farming is one of the largest producers of greenhouse gases in the world. Cows produce a huge amount of methane gas, many times stronger than carbon dioxide in warming the planet. Scientific research in 2018 showed that if humans adopted a plant-based diet, emissions from the food industry could drop by up to 73%. Just imagine, some cities' skies becoming bluer, the air becoming less polluted, and maybe Earth, for the first time in centuries, finally taking a deep breath. Water would also be saved. To produce just 1 kilogram of beef, about 15,000 liters of water are needed. Yes, 15,000 liters. Almost equal to hundreds of large water bottles. If everyone in the world became vegetarian, global fresh water use could drop by around 25%. Some rivers might become full again, and some countries might struggle less with drought. But the most surprising change would be related to land. Today, most of the world's agricultural land is used for raising livestock or producing animal feed. Scientists say that if humans became vegetarian, about 3.1 billion hectares of farmland would no longer be needed. That means a 76% reduction, a number so large that it is hard to imagine. Forests that were destroyed might grow back. Wild animals might return to nature. And maybe humans would finally give the Earth a chance to recover. And of course, animals would probably be the happiest beings on Earth. Every year, about 78 billion animals are killed for human food. If this suddenly stopped, a massive burden would be lifted from animals. Chickens would probably feel safe for the first time in history. But now comes the scary part. The global economy could experience an economic tsunami. The meat and livestock industry is one of the largest industries on Earth. Millions of people work in farms, poultry industries, fisheries, food factories, restaurants, and transportation. If people suddenly stopped eating meat, thousands of companies would go bankrupt. Some countries that depend on meat exports could face severe crises. Markets would crash, factories would shut down, and butchers might suddenly become broccoli sellers. One of the strangest problems would involve farm animals themselves. In the early days, billions of cows, chickens, and sheep would still be alive. But since no one would eat meat anymore, keeping them would become extremely expensive. Some farms would shut down, some animals might be released, and livestock populations would gradually decrease. Just imagine thousands of cows wandering freely around cities. People might wake up in the morning and see a cow sitting calmly in front of their car, eating grass. Human health would also change completely. Studies show that vegetarian diets can reduce the risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and some cancers. But that is not the end of the story. Nutrients. For example, iron, zinc, omega-3, vitamin B12, and protein. Protein can largely be replaced by legumes, soy, nuts, and plant-based foods. But some nutrients, especially B12, iron, and omega-3, could become a serious problem. Vitamin B12 is found almost only in animal products, and its deficiency can damage the brain and nervous system. Iron deficiency causes severe fatigue and weakness. Zinc deficiency weakens the immune system. Omega-3 deficiency affects brain and heart health. As a result, governments might need to put citizens under a nutritional supplement system. Maybe in the future, people will take a handful of pills before breakfast and then go eat a salad. Oceans would also change. Today, overfishing has pushed many marine species to the edge of extinction. If people stopped eating fish, some marine populations would recover. But this could also disrupt the balance of ocean ecosystems. In nature, every species has a role. Even removing predators can create new problems. Imagine if 8 billion people decided to eat only plant-based food. Demand for agricultural products would skyrocket. Soy, rice, wheat, legumes, and vegetables. The price of some foods could suddenly multiply several times. Countries might even destroy new forests to produce more food. The paradox here is interesting. Humans become vegetarian to save nature, but they might end up harming nature again in order to expand agriculture. Gatherings revolve around meat-based foods, from kebab to steak, from sushi to burgers. If the world became vegetarian, human food culture would change forever. Maybe in the future, children would ask their grandparents, "Did people really eat meat in the past?" And the grandfather would sadly reply, "Yes, my child. There was once something called chicken kebab." And in the end, maybe the world would become greener. Maybe Earth would become more peaceful. And maybe animals would finally see humans as kinder beings. But science says this change is so big that it would transform the entire economy, agriculture, health system, and lifestyle of humanity. Perhaps the future will be neither fully vegetarian nor fully meat-based, but a combination of plant-based foods, lab-grown meat, and new technologies. One thing is certain. If everyone in the world became vegetarian overnight, the Earth would never be the same again. Please support us with a like and a subscribe. Bye.